Video 3, build, how to set up and optimize your business page quickly and strategically. So in this video, I'm going to cover why, that's the important bit, and how to set up a business page. Having a business page is 100% essential if you're running a business. You should categorically not be communicating about your therapy business through your personal profile. That is what business pages are for. In fact, Facebook will potentially shut down your profile if you are using it for business promotion. Pages are public, so imagine it's like a shop front or your website. Your personal profile should be private, and we covered this in the last couple of videos, apart from 3 signposts I will show you later that will direct clients away from your personal profile towards your therapy business and your therapy business page. The other great thing about business pages is you can access multiple insights about how your page is performing and how you can improve it. We'll cover that later too. And also remember, all the strategies in this training are free, i.e. this training is not about Facebook ads. This is all about the amazing tools that are available to you for free to promote your business and to attract clients without spending any money. So who is going to see your page posts, the content that you share from your business page? It's going to be people who have liked or followed your page. We'll show you how to get more of them. Or people who Facebook think will enjoy your content. For example, when we post a video on our Therapy Marketing School page, we get lots of organic views. That's views that Facebook have attracted for us because we're constantly telling Facebook, by the nature of the content that we share, that we are all about therapy marketing and that we are interesting to therapists. Now, this is one of the reasons why you need to commit to a niche if you want to market effectively. I help everybody with everything. Is virtually impossible to market. The more specific you can be about the solution and the more skillfully you can articulate what it is you actually do and who your ideal customer is, the easier it becomes to market yourselves everywhere, especially on Facebook. So that when somebody searches for what you offer in Facebook, and they do, they're going to use this search bar up here potentially. It's you that comes up at the top of the list because you are flooding your content with words related to your niche. Makes sense, right? Okay, I'm going to show you how easy it is to build a new page. Some of you have pages already, which is fine. So you can work on your existing page to improve that. You may actually want to start a completely new page if you've not had any traction on your existing page. It's sometimes easier just to start again. That's a decision you can make. If you get stuck on anything, join us in the course community and we will point you in the right direction. Okay, so what we want to do to create a page is go to this little tab here, which is very conveniently called Create. And this is where we start to create lots of different cool things on Facebook, which we can cover later in this training and in bonus trainings. But for now, we're going to be creating a page because we want to connect and share with customers or fans. Indeed we do. So let's click on there. Now, the first option that comes up, well, there's 2 options. You can either set up a business or brand page or a community or public figure page. So for 99.9% of you, you want to choose this one, which is a business or brand, to showcase your products and services, spotlight your brand, and reach more customers on Facebook. That's exactly what we want to do. So let's get started. Now, we want to start with a page name. Now, the thing that is most useful on Facebook are words and phrases that are searchable. By that, I mean if somebody searches for your name or they are trying to search for the solution that you provide, they're unlikely to be searching for the sort of therapist that you are. Remember, people don't want therapy, they want a solution. We want to add your name and the problem that you fix, ideally in this page name. Again, it's going to be slightly different for every single one of you. If you need some guidance on that, then pop into the course community and we will give you that. But let me show you an easy example. So let's put in Stop Smoking with Paula MacArthur. So some of you might have chosen that niche. And then a category, let's try therapist. That will work for most of you. If you can't find something that's exactly what you do, do something that's close by. So some of you might be sex therapists, speech therapists, or family therapists, for example. You can't create a new category here at the moment. So for most of you, therapist will suffice. We want to put in a street address. So I'm going to put in my address here. If anybody wants to send me a Christmas card, you're more than welcome to. However, we can click this box so that we're not showing our address, but we will be showing the town, city and region that the business is in. And your phone number, again, is optional. When you create a page, you're going to be agreeing to the pages, groups and events policies. I advise you maybe once every few months to read that policy. It's very, very basic common sense stuff. It's all about behaving ethically on Facebook. It's worth having a read through it because you are agreeing to it by clicking on this button. So away we go. Oh, highlighted fields. What's wrong there? City, state. Oh, I've not put in my city, so let's put in Cobham. Sorry. There we go. Continue. And off we go. Come on, Facebook. It's making us a page. It's very exciting. We're watching that little circle in the middle going round as it creates as a page, and boom! Okay, so the next thing you need to do is add a profile picture to your business page. And for 99% of you, that should just be a picture of your face. We advise that you use something that looks slightly different to the photo that you're using on your personal profile, just as a little reminder to you as to where you're communicating from. It just helps you to guide yourself around Facebook with a bit more ease. So we're going to be uploading a profile picture here. Let's create one in Canva, just if you need a reminder. So we're going to click on custom dimensions. And the current dimensions for a Facebook profile picture are 720 by 720. And a little square will pop up. There we go. Let's minimize that here so it makes it a bit easier to work with. And let's have a look in my uploads for a photo that will do. There's one of Emma and I, so I'm going to use that one, drag it over here, drop it into the little box, and then use these arrows to enlarge that photo till it does all the things that we tell you the photo needs to do, which is to be fully in the frame, friendly, flattering, in focus. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to download that. Remember, download for Facebook as a JPEG. That's what Facebook like. We're going to download it. Takes a couple of seconds. There we go. Brilliant. Let's hop back over to our Facebook page. Upload that new profile picture. It's going to be my downloads. There we go. And that is done. The next thing we need to do is add a cover photo, and this should be something again that will easily identify where the person that's arrived on your page is. Again, very, very simply, we like to use a picture of you and some very simple text to say what it is that you do, what problem that you solve. Let me show you what I mean by that. So the current dimensions for a business page picture are 820 by 312. They might have changed. This is as of February 2019, so just do a quick Google to make sure that they haven't changed if you are doing this later in the year. And there is our template. Now I'm going to do a very, very simple cover photo here. I'm going to choose a nice background color. Let's just go for, I don't know, this one. This is free. That's quite nice. Okay. And then I'm going to upload a photo of me. There's a photo of me. I'm going to drag that over there. I'm going to enlarge it a little bit. We can just pop it in the middle like that. That will be fine. Can you see? You can actually see the carpet there from the shoot that we did. So we just use this nice editing tool to get rid of that. Remember that when people are viewing this page on a mobile, they are going to see your profile picture kind of in this area here. So we don't want anything vital in the background. So we want to make sure that the focus of this bigger image is in the middle of the page. And then just a little bit of copy over here to reassure people that they're in the right place. You can get much fancier than this, but I really want to give you the business basics, business page basics right now, just to get you up and running. So let's click on text. We're going to add a subheading. There we go. We've got a little bit of text here. Let's drag it over to here with this little cross, and let's put in some copy. Let's put in stop smoking quickly, quickly and easily with Paula. Okay, and you can do all sorts of things with this copy. You can choose a different typeface here if you want to. You can change the color of the copy if you want to by highlighting it and then selecting a color from here. So maybe we'll do something like that. Okay. Again, don't let your perfection kill your momentum. Something like this is absolutely fine. If you want feedback on your designs, then put them into the course community and we will give you feedback and help you to improve your images. So we will download that again as a JPEG. And there it is. Let's hop on back to the Facebook Business Page Builder. Let's upload our cover photo. It should be sitting there in my downloads. Up it goes. And Facebook are about to create our page. Boom! Now, for some reason, it's not uploaded the cover, so let's just add that again. See, little glitches all the time. There's always a workaround. Let's click on there. There we go. Save. And that's the basis of our business page. Stop Smoking with Paula MacArthur. There I am. There is our banner image. Somebody that arrives there, actually that orange copy doesn't look so good, does it? So you could go back and change it to black probably. But anybody that arrives on that page knows that it's me. They know what solution that I am offering. They know they're in the right place. So the next thing we need to do is to fill in some of the basic information on that page. We do that by clicking firstly on settings. Gosh, look at all of these. Okay, let's get stuck in. So general, page visibility, put my teeth in again. The page has been published, hurrah. Anyone can publish to the page and anyone can add photos and videos to the page. Well, certainly we don't want that, do we? So we want to make sure that all posts are reviewed by us before they are posted onto our page. Save those changes there. This is the ability to narrow the potential audience for newsfeed and limit visibility of your posts. We really don't want to do that. We're just going to leave it as it is. Why would we want to limit the visibility of what we post? We want to reach as many people as possible. Post sharing to stories is on. That's great. We can talk about stories later on, but just leave that as it is. We want to be able to share stories from posts, so that is great. People can contact the page privately. Yes, we want them to be able to do that, so we'll leave it as it is. Only people who help manage my page can tag photos posted on it. Exactly, that's exactly what we want. People and other pages can tag my page. Again, I'd suggest you leave that switched on because that might be a great opportunity for somebody to mention your page, maybe in a stop smoking group, for example. So for now, we're going to leave that switched on. Other people can use your page's location for photo and video frames and effects. I think that's probably a cancel. Can't really see how that would benefit us at all. The page is visible to everybody. If you need to restrict it in a certain country, you can do that there. That won't apply to very many people at all. Age restrictions, the page is shown to everybody. Again, that's something you might want to change depending on your niche. No words currently are being blocked from the page. Again, something that you might want to consider. The profanity filter is turned off. You might want to switch it on. Again, that's up to you. You can choose whether your page is recommended to others. Well, of course we want our page to be recommended to others, so we leave that one switched on. There's an ability to write posts in multiple languages. I've turned it off because that's not something that this business would want to do, but it might be something your business wants to do. Your posts may show translations automatically for people who read other languages. Yes, that's great. Let's leave that switched on. Most recent comments are shown for my page by default. Again, that's something that is beneficial, so we'll leave that switched on. Downloading to Facebook is allowed, so that means that people can download content from your page. Again, that's something that should be encouraged, but you can switch it off should you so wish. If you want to download your page, you can do. I don't think I've ever downloaded a page. You can merge duplicate pages. Again, go into the course community if that's something you feel you want to do. So merge this page with an old page. Generally not something I recommend unless you've got a lot of followers and likes on the old page. And you can delete your page at any time as well, again, if that's something you want to do. If you have an old page that you're going to bin so you can start a new one, that's the button you would need to click to start the process. It takes about 28 days, I think, to delete a page. So we've got through the first settings. Let's go now into messaging. Again, we want to keep everything very basic to start with. So what I want to do is to leave all these settings as they are. The page is going to prompt people to send messages. So that means the message box will pop up when somebody arrives at your page. So that's great. Let's just leave that function there. That is something we want to certainly encourage. And we're just going to leave that setting as it is at the moment. We can talk about messaging a bit later on, but to start with, we just want prompt people to send us a message, which they might start doing, and then we can look at messaging in more detail later on. Page information. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole process of filling all this in because it's fairly self-explanatory, but you want a short description, and again, it's not about the therapy you're offering, it's about the solution that you're offering for your client should go in this description box. Your category, again, is going to be a therapist or a sort of therapist, so have a search in there to see if your category is covered. If not, therapist will do. We want you to put in a phone number if you want to be contacted by phone, your website if you have one, your best email if you have one, and then you can choose whether or not customers can see exactly where you are located. If it's relevant, you can put information about parking, about how to get there on public transport, and about your hours. So again, that's going to be very dependent on what sort of business you're running. Your impressum is things that are going to impress people. It's generally not a big long list of qualifications, although feel free to put those in. What will impress people is how many clients you've effectively worked with. Additional details, whether your business sells goods and services online. Again, some of your businesses might. Price range, I would definitely leave this unspecified. Emma will cover that in another section. Products, again, the more specific you can be about the solution that you offer, the better. A company overview, again, is a little bit of background about your therapy business. When it was founded, if you feel that is relevant, any awards that you have, and a link to your privacy policy, which if you have a website, you should have. Okay, let's go into templates and tabs. So for now, we're going to leave the template as a service. Most therapists are providing a service. There are lots of other types of templates that we can use, but for 99% of you, service is absolutely fine. So let's just leave it as a service for now. And again, you can choose all the different tabs that you potentially are going to have on your page. And these include services, reviews, a shop, offers, photos, videos, posts and events. Now, an about section, community, jobs, information and ads. Now these are all things that some of you may have and some of you may not have, so it's going to depend on what sort of business you have. Again, if you need advice on that specifically, come into the course community, but for now let's just leave it as it is. Let's go back to the next section, post attribution. Now this is asking whether posts in this group should be attributed to the page, Stop Smoking with Paula MacArthur, or to Paula MacArthur. Now obviously we're looking for personal connection, so the posts should be attributed to me. It's me posting in there, not the page. The page is not a person, although it's got my name in the page name. We want to be posting as Paula MacArthur. People are looking to connect with you as an individual, you as an actual living, breathing person, not as a page. Notifications, again, this is really up to you how much distractibility you can cope with in terms of notifications every time something happens on your page. You might want to leave everything turned on to start with until you get used to what's going on your page. But I would certainly leave this one switched on, which is getting a notification when somebody uses Messenger to send your page a message, because that could well be a message that says, I've just read your blog and somebody just recommended you and I would like to talk to you about booking you for a session. So we really definitely want to have that switched on. We do want a notification when somebody messages the page, which I'm sure they're going to start doing if you are following everything in our system. We're not going to go into the intricacies of the Messenger platform right now. That's for more advanced training. Page roles, that allows you to add other people if you have a virtual assistant or perhaps you're working in a team to be able to post things on your page. Let's have now a look at people and other pages. This is going to show you what pages you have liked from your page and what people have liked your page as well. So that's really quite interesting to see who is liking your page and who might be starting to interact with you. Preferred page audience, again, this is an old setting that has been removed, so why it's still on there I don't know, but just ignore that one. Authorizations. This is if you're getting involved in anything political or issues of national importance. Again, it's not something that tends to be relevant to therapists. For all these slightly quirky things, please come into the course community and ask our questions. Branded content not relevant. Instagram, if you have Instagram, you can link it up to your business page here. Featured. You might want to start featuring other people's pages. That's something in a more advanced video that we will cover. Cross-posting allows you to post from one page to another. We advise most of you just have one page. It's something that most of you will not be using. This is always useful. So this is the page support box. And this is where you will get replies to any questions that you have submitted to Facebook in relation to your business page. So let's go back to our page. And let's do one final thing, which is really important, which is to, which is to add a button. And this is the most important call to action on your business page. For most of you, it will be make a booking with you, but it could be contact you, learn more about your business, shop with you, download your app. Perhaps some of you are at that stage. But I would advise most of you that it's book now. And then we can link that to Facebook. And there's a free scheduling tool for Facebook if that's something that you'd like to use. Or you can link that to your own website or your own booking software. The other thing you might want to have is contact you. Contact us, send us a message, call now, sign up, or send email. So it depends on what call to action you want to have on your business page, but there are all the options laid out for you so that you have something that you're encouraging people to do from your page. So you really do need to be thinking about what you're going to have in that section there, and what call to action you are giving to people that visit your page. Now, in the next section, we're going to start building your page, and I'm going to show you how to use posting and engagement methods and live video to start sending more and more people towards you and your business.